Yeah, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, Che, yeah, whoa, I body beats like it's my day job. This rapping shit's a light job. Compare me to the greatest once the mic's off. Y'all can turn the lights off, cause all y'all boys been too soft. Chillin' out in Tucson with Shawty, she was too gone. I just seek the true sun, ain't looking for no coupons. Try to fuck with me, you get the boot, son. I don't mean to be a rude one, but all y'all rappers getting chewed up.
It's your boy OG Pop. We back with another season of What's Poppin' Podcast. Shout out to my crew, my team, my family. I am here live at Great Nova Cinema Studios. Bo G has remodeled this whole place and it looks amazing. We are on Pier Space. If you need to create, if you need a dope spot to shoot your movie, shoot your podcast, shoot your skits, shoot your music videos. Get at Pier Space for Great Nova Cinema Studios or hit up Instagram and make sure you check out We On Location or anything that Bo's doing. Bo been doing it for a minute. Salute to Bo, salute to Cannon Montana. That's on the lens as well today. And we got a whole new dope season. We're going to have some new artist spotlights. We're going to have people flying in. We're going to have baddies. I've been taking a break on doing the baddies. I was waiting on the remodeling process. But Bo hooked this place up. Ladies, when y'all come over here, y'all gonna feel plushed out. And we gonna get it cracking. We are doing, for the launch of 2024, an exclusive calendar for the ladies. You can submit by hitting up the What's Poppin' page or popradiorworldwide@gmail.com and get involved. Artists, look, it's a new season. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it popping. Let me bring you through here. Let me get you on bars through bars as well. And right now, though, we're going to get it popping with one of our artist spotlights that flew in all the way from Kansas City, Missouri. Adonis, what's happening, baby?
Appreciate you having me, brother.
So,
watching the show for a little while now, so it's nice to be here, homie.
So you were actually one of the first ones that was able to come through Great Nova Cinema Studios since the reopening, correct?
Yep.
What'd you come down here and do?
So I got a new joint dropping soon, The Arrival.
The Arrival. We just gave y'all a snippet of that.
Yes, sir.
The Arrival.
Shot by Cannon Montana, as always, Produced by El Sabio. So
Shout out to El Sabio.
Yes, sir. We're really going big on this one, I'm kind of trying to play the whole certain artists get on the scene by coming out strong, So this was kind of the one we said, let's go all in on. So shooting a movie out here.
Okay, dope. Give the people a background of where you're from. You said Kansas City, Missouri.
Yes, sir.
So give them a little background of the swag and style of music that you guys really fuck with down there.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, born and raised in 816, I grew up very musical, it wasn't like I was big on rap or country or anything in specific. I was just a musical kid. I don't really have a whole lot of idols out of KC. We got Tech Nine, that's about it.
Amazing.
And he's a high standard to meet, so not a whole lot of like roots when it comes to KC music, but just high school, started freestyling with the homies, and eventually found out I'm kind of good at this shit. So I went to school out in Arizona to do some audio engineering. So that was kind of my breadwinner for a while, is mixing and recording other artists. And then I realized, I really want to kind of put my style out there, who I am out there. So music kind of started taking off for me about 2 years ago. Came out to Chicago for a while. That's when I met Cannon. And ever since I met her, I've been really kind of treating it like a business. And
Give us some of the hardships as transitioning from an engineer to an artist.
Man, I would say like even right now, when you're on camera and you're kind of portraying yourself in a way that you want people to see you, it's completely different. If you're an engineer, it's like being kind of like a football coach. You're not out on the field, but you got to perform just.
You're still
as well
making
as them.
plays.
Yeah.
You're still calling plays.
But you also don't then get the criticism necessarily. So
right.
It's way different. I was in studios with artists that have worked with Kendrick, and going to the school I went to, the opportunities were just vast when it came to engineering. So kind of putting myself from being in the seat where I'm pressing the buttons and I'm doing what needs to be done to now I'm the guy that the cameras are on. It's a little bit of a, ego shock, but I think just as time goes, people grow into themselves. Some of my favorite artists, you look at their first interviews, they're young, they're like not very confident, but they learned how to be an artist in themselves. So, kind of just
It's part of the development process.
merge the two worlds together.
You fuck with the city. You come into the rack real quick. You check it out.
Yeah.
You gotta give me like 3 of your favorite Chicago talented artist groups or whatever. Well, give me 3.
Man, I gotta, growing up, I was a huge Chance fan. He's kind of the artist I knew from Chicago for a while. I kind of like his versatility where he would give you very like almost gospel-esque music, but he's also got a lot of lyricism in his music. Man, correct me if I'm wrong, but y'all got Chief Keef out here, right? Yes, sir. I mean, growing up playing football in the locker room, like that's the shit we put on, So
Okay, Sosa.
yeah,
Okay.
I gotta admit, I'm not too deep on the.
You gotta give me one more, baby.
I'll
ain't
give
gonna get away like that.
I'll give you
Give
one.
me one more. Give me one more.
I'll give you one that-
He almost ain't giving me Sosa. He thought Sosa was from Wisconsin or something, right?
I'm not too caught up on my history, fam. I won't
Okay.
lie. But one that you might not know, a lot of people might not know, Chase Banks. He's a dude that I've been working with.
Okay.
He's not big at all necessarily right now, but I've been with a lot of rappers in the studio in Chicago, and he's got the most potential. So,
Okay.
kind of an underground one, but
Let's get to know you real quick, bro.
Yes, sir.
Fun stuff. What do you like to do for fun? You
Man.
get into sports, activities, paintballing, snowboarding, shit
Yeah.
like that.
So, well, I live on a little bit of land out in Kansas, so
Okay.
we do a whole lot of like kind of rowdy shit. We got a MMA gym out there, so I'm big into sports. Like I really like competition, so if I'm not working, it's either in the studio or I'm going to train or I'm, I like to have a drink every now and then, smoke a little weed, but it's really making money, making music, and kind of try to stay physically fit because in this industry a lot of people lose that.
Okay.
Not a whole lot, bro. I'm kind of in my isolation season right now, just kind of trying to grind.
Give
Not
us,
much.
we talking about health
Yeah,
and wealth. Some of your favorite foods you like to eat.
I'm a big red meat guy. I think a prime rib steak is like when it comes to being a human, that's like superfood.
I don't think that's very healthy, but I'm with you on the
Yeah,
steak side.
yeah.
I don't think the red meat.
Yeah.
A lot of people knock me for eating steaks and red
Yeah.
meat, but
There's some controversy behind it. I think it's an ongoing topic as to what is best for people.
look at Adonis through this motherfucking platform right here.
Mhm.
You get the hottest motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
You get the baddest motherfuckers. You hear me?
I know.
So right now, you probably gonna get 2-3 baddies looking through here. Give us some red flags real quick for the ladies, man. You know what
My
I'm saying?
red flags?
Yeah, what's a couple red flags? You say you about that money, you ain't really
Mhm.
with nothing but, smoking a little weed and
Yeah.
focusing. So what's something that you wouldn't want throw you off focus? Give me 3 red flags that hey man, look, I can't fuck with Shorty. Shorty about the other shit.
I gotta say, from past experience, if a girl's always, I think there's a quote I love: a girl cares about a man's future, and a man cares about a girl's past. So if a girl sees potential in me and she's like, I know you're not where you want to be right now, but I'm gonna ride with you, that's a huge green flag. What if
Did
it's
I
all
ask for
about-
red flags or green flags?
That's a green flag, but that's leading to
I'm
my
gonna
red
ask you
flag.
about the green flags.
Yeah.
Give me 3 red flags
Well, she
that
just,
you know you ain't fucking with her.
yeah, if she's too caught up in what she's getting now, if she's not patient, if she's very self-centered, self-concerned, and I think one of the best values of a relationship is being sacrificial to one another. So if she's not willing to do that,
Okay.
hit the road, Sean.
How about 3 green flags? You said one of them was her being ready to build and
Yeah.
towards the future, even though you ain't got all your shit together right
Yeah.
now. But a woman who sees potential in you and sticks by you, right?
Yep. Seeing
Okay, give me
potential.
2 more.
I would say loyalty, clearly. I
Okay.
mean,
I'm hard on loyalty.
Yeah, especially in this industry I'm in. If shit works out for me, I might have a lot of poker face type of women saying certain things, but they're just really in it for the, whatever comes with it, the glitz and the glam.
The next motherfucker popping.
Yeah.
You did.
So,
I'm always gonna be popping.
Yeah.
Fucking, you hear me?
Popping,
So give me one more green flag.
I'm big on a girl that is, call it spiritual, call it, she puts herself to the standard of something higher than the expectations of humans, I'm a big kind of spiritual man myself, so I don't like to care too much about the opinion of man. I try to elevate that to, how would I want the creator of the universe to love me, And if she's too big on, how do my girlfriends think I look? Or how does this random dude think I look? How does she see herself in the eyes of God? Is a big one for me.
Okay, spiritual woman.
Yeah.
Okay, no doubt. It's all about energy, good vibes, and you gotta check all that shit out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vacation spots. If you had one of them girls that was, very spiritual, very fine, and, connected with you on that type of level, what would you take this diva, this queen, this princess, what would you fly her to go have, give me 3 favorite vacation spots, must go to?
I would say I'm not a big beach guy. I'm not too tropical. I think if I'm taking a shorty, if it's romantic, you gotta go like Italy. You gotta go somewhere Mediterranean. I love the Mediterranean.
All right.
Man, Switzerland.
Switzerland, okay.
I'm a sightseer. I'm not a beach, drink, club kind of guy. I want to go see some shit.
Okay.
So yeah, let's say you said 3. Shit. Let's throw something tropical in there. What's it called? Bali.
Bali, okay.
Yeah. It's more of an islandy spot, but not too central. So, some variety in there.
Being an engineer and getting involved in this business, becoming an artist, give me 3 don'ts as an artist in this business?
I think the biggest mistake artists make nowadays is there's always going to be something that's working at a time and something that's not. And if your whole personality in music is I made it off this one wave, and people don't know me for the fact that I can make all different types of stuff. People really try to, you see the evolution of like Yeet or like Lil Uzi or Playboi Carti. If you go on TikTok or Instagram nowadays and you scroll, it's like a bunch of clones, So I think artists need to figure out what is, I got a Bruce Lee quote for you, one of my biggest idols. He says, absorb what is useful, disregard what is useless, and add what is uniquely your own. So, take inspiration from stuff, but what is going to get people to say, I like that artist, he makes me feel every emotion that I can feel, and that's why I can connect to him. So a lot of artists they're trying to put a mask on, I think.
Pretty deep guy here. This guy's pretty deep.
Yeah.
That's why he's here right now,
Yes, sir.
popping on What's Poppin' Podcast,
Yes, sir.
kicking it with Pop. Look, I'm back. It's a whole new interview. We're doing whole new interviews. I was on the road for the last 2 years, and I still squeeze to manage and do at least 1 or 2, 3 interviews a month. But we're back active. Today I have the pleasure to sit right here at the little corner, right here at Great Nova Cinema Studios with Adonis. Sure. He's got a new track drop. You hear me? The Arrival. When can we expect that?
Hoping early New Year. Let's say late January, early February.
Okay.
I want to give ourselves time to really perfect it.
Give us an IG handle, man, so all my people just tuned in right now. Go check my man out. Follow the journey. Support my brother.
Check me out, all lowercase, Theloneadonis on Instagram. On my bio, I got like my TikTok, my YouTube, my Spotify, all that shit. So Instagram, Theloneadonis, all lowercase. Let me know.
Hey, look, it's the end of the year, but it's a new year coming up. It's a lot popping. You want to get on the podcast. You want to create some content. And look, it's popping right now. That's all I'm going to say. I end my segments, man. I'm going to throw 3 names at you, right?
Okay.
One at a time. Whatever come to the top of your brain, just brainiac us with it. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Okay. Number 1. Adam 22.
Cuck.
Huh?
Yeah, cuck. That's kind of the thing, right? With him? I don't know a whole lot about him. I'm not big on...
I just want to know, what the people... I always ask, especially some famous people that come up here.
Yeah.
Do you watch his podcast? What do you think about the guy?
He's got the No Jumper podcast, right?
Yes.
I'm not too big on him. I mean, I've seen a couple of his big interviews. I watched his XXX and Cassian one. I mean, I think he's a social media personality. And I think if you have social media before personality, sometimes that can make you come off as people like to.
He's been called a culture vulture. I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying?
I could agree with
He's
that.
he's got his broad. He's letting his broad get banged up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said.
So he kind of wild. So
Yeah.
I just had to ask. What your thoughts was?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next person.
Okay.
Glow? No. I'm sorry, not Glorilla. Sexy Red. What's your take on Sexy Red?
I'm not too familiar with Sexy Red. I'm gonna be honest.
You know who Sexy Red is?
Is she a female rapper?
Yes.
Is there a song by her I might know?
Yes.
Which one?
My booty hole brown and my something pink. You heard that?
Yes, I've heard that.
What do you think about her?
I mean, I gotta be straight up.
Yes, this is What's Poppin' Podcast.
I hate that kind. I think that's the type of shit that takes music and kind of degrades it. Like if we're too focused on, how can I sexualize people to like my music? I think there's a time and place for it, and people like that shit. People get into that, but the whole booty hole brown shit, I think it kind of degrades music.
Would you let your daughter listen to it?
Fuck no. That's my whole thing about it. Is like, who's listening to it? How many?
Neither
little
would
girls?
I. You know what I'm saying? Neither would I.
Yeah.
Now the WAP was pretty controversial with Cardi B, but at least it was talent there. You know what I'm saying? They talentedly put that motherfucking song out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with the last one.
All right.
Last, but definitely not the least. P. Diddy.
Oh man, legend.
Okay.
I think there's a little controversy behind him. I think
A
because
little.
a lot. Yeah.
Okay. I'm listening. Enlighten us.
I think when it comes to, if you look at a guy that's grown so many people in their music careers, you gotta kind of ask yourself, there's always that question in this industry: what did you do when you signed the dotted line? What were you giving away? And I think a dude with that much power in the music industry can either be idolized or he can be villainized, and he can be feared or he can be loved. I'm kind of in between. He's made a lot of good music, but I mean, who knows?
One last question I got for you before we get up out of here.
Yes, sir.
I do gotta ask you this because you just brought this to my head. What do you think happens to a legend in the game, right? That tarnishes his legacy. Example, R. Kelly. Is he still a legend? Yeah, that's my question. What happens to a P. Diddy? Because you called him a legend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens to him if his legacy is totally tarnished?
No, I would
Is
say.
he still a legend? Is my question. That's it.
I think you can be a legend, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. You can say Genghis Khan was a legend and he killed 5 million people.
If P. Diddy goes down for the murder of Tupac Shakur, if P. Diddy, there's a lot of sexual allegations right now, allegedly, that he, did stuff. If all that shit comes out to be true and he's convicted of a crime, my question to you is, does he lose his legend status?
No, I don't think so. I think I would lose my respect for him, clearly.
It worked for 6ix9ine. You can tell in this industry and come out the penitentiary and still be on top, huh?
Exactly.
And fuck the industry, you hear me? Hey, look, it's your boy Pop. It's What's Poppin' Podcast. We get it popping around this motherfucker. Interesting question, interesting people who's popping right now, working hard. Stay connected. Say you'll holler at What's Poppin' Podcast and give them your Instagram handle one more time.
Y'all, check out What's Poppin' Podcast. Always the best show in Chicago. Instagram, all lowercase, Theloneadonis. That's Theloneadonis. So, appreciate y'all having me, Pop. Thank you.
No problem. Hey, look, right there, you see that little notification button? What's Poppin' Podcast, Gray Nova Cinema Studios, Will Gates, the director Will Gates, Cannon, Montana, Chicago, baby. It's poppin'.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. Check. Yeah. Whoa. I body beats like it's my day job. This rapping shit's a light job. Compare me to the greatest once the mic's off. Y'all can turn the lights off, cause all y'all boys been too soft. Chillin' out in Tucson with Shawty, she was too gone. I just seek the true sun, ain't looking for no coupons. Try to fuck with me, you'll get the boot, son. I don't mean to be a rude one, but all y'all rappers getting chewed up. I'm a real artist on my bars.